Hi everybody, welcome to Powerful. My name is Kayla. It's an honor and joy to be able to lead your practice. Today you're gonna need a block or two, a yoga strap, a mat, and a water. So take a moment to gather those things and we're gonna meet in an easy seated pose. Just grounding down and setting our intention for today's flow. Taking 3 full breaths in unison today. Inhaling deeply. And exhaling audibly and fully. 2 more. Inhaling. Exhaling, releasing. Last one. And release. And we're gonna start with a reverse tabletop after our breathing session here, pressing in our hips, pushing the fronts of our hips up towards the ceiling, grounding down in all 4 corners of your hands, and breathing here. 2 more breaths. Last one, here we go. And release, lowering your hips back down, coming through center, crossing your legs, rolling all the way forward to a tabletop posture. And here we'll pause for a little cat-cow. Inhaling, lifting your head, dropping your belly towards the mat. And exhaling, pressing into your knees, into your hands, into the mat. Cat pose. Inhale, cow. And release to cat. Let's take 3 more cycles of cat-cow, moving each time with your breath, connecting your movements. Inhaling to cow. Exhaling, releasing to cat. Last one. Come back through a neutral spine. When you're in that neutral spine, inhale your right hand high to the sky, roll out your wrist, and exhale, release to thread your needle, allowing your right cheek to come down to your mat, lifting your hips towards the ceiling, and just getting a nice deep stretch in that right shoulder. Breathing, connecting with your ujjayi, your victorious breath. And press up, reaching that right hand high to the ceiling again. Exhale, planting your right hand on your mat. Inhale, raise your left hand to the sky. And exhale to thread the needle. This time bringing your your left cheek down to the mat and feeling that deep stretch in your left shoulder. Inhale, rise, lifting that left hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale, release, plant your left hand down. Tuck your toes and press up into your first downward facing dog of the day. Take some organic movement here. Walk your dog out. Move your hips right to left. And then come to stillness for 1 breath. Inhale your right leg high to the sky. Exhale, step it through for a runner's lunge here. Breathe. Plant your left heel down to the mat. And inhale, open up for an extended side angle here, feeling that deep spinal stretch. Breathing. Inhale, step that back left foot 1 inch or 1 foot lengths forward. Bring your hands to your right shin or the mat or a block. Humble warrior. Breathe. Find a flat back here. And exhale. Rotate your body for a nice side lunge. Deep stretch in that right back of your thigh and calf. Breathing. Inhale, come back to a bent front leg and come up onto your left foot for a crescent lunge here with prayer hand posture. Inhaling, pulling your spine up towards the ceiling. Exhaling, sitting 1 inch deeper into your crescent lunge. Exhale, bring your left knee, down to touch the mat. And we're gonna go for a runner's stretch. Just reaching for the block, your mat, your shin, pointing and flexing those right toes. A 90-degree angle from the rest of your leg, feeling a deep stretch behind your right quad. Breathing here. Full and complete inhales. Full and complete exhales. Exhale, plant your hands. Step your right foot back. And set up. Let's do a puppy pose. So it's a mixture of a downward facing dog and a child's pose, letting your forehead meet your mat and letting your body melt into that heart opener, that upper back stretch. And releasing tension in the lower back. Just be here for a moment and breathe. Release, pressing forward for a Sphinx posture, just a little reversal. Coming down, propping your upper body on your elbows, which are directly under your shoulders. Taking 2 cycles of breath here. And planting your hands back under your shoulders, curling your toes, pressing up and back into downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg high to the sky. And exhale it through to meet your hands for this low runner's lunge. And open up your right side for an extended side angle. Rise up, rotating your upper body and your back foot into a crescent lunge. Inhaling, pulling your shoulders back towards each other like you're holding a pencil between your shoulder blades. And exhaling 1 inch deeper into your crescent lunge. And step your back left foot forward, humble warrior, letting your upper body just fold gently over your left leg. Breathing here. And then positioning your right leg, taking a step back for that side stretch down the left leg, back of the left leg, and breathing. And then we're just gonna quick come back through center. Plant our right leg down and rotate back, flexing those left toes up towards the ceiling and a runner's stretch, feeling that deep stretch again, just from a different angle down the back of that left thigh and calf. Breathing here. And planting your hands, stepping that left leg back and coming for that puppy posture on the back end of the left side stretches. Again, putting your forehead to your mat, maybe rotating your head from left to right to give yourself a little forehead massage here. Maybe taking a little bit of movement in your hips, noticing how that stretches different muscles, different glutes in different angles. And ultimately coming to stillness for one breath. And inhaling, coming back through center, planting your hands, curling your toes, and pressing up and back for downward facing dog. And let's go ahead and take 5 cycles here, following your breath with your movements. Inhaling, coming forward to high plank. Exhaling, pressing back up to downward facing dog. Inhaling, coming forward to high plank. And exhale, press back to downward facing dog. Take these next 3 at your pace, moving with your breath. Two more. Last one. And we can meet in downward facing dog for one full breath here. Inhale your right leg high to the sky. Exhale, step it through, this time for a lizard lunge. Letting your left leg, your left foot, the top of it come to the mat, and just letting your right knee fall out to the side of your the right side of your mat. Breathing here, feeling that deep hip stretch. And release, tuck your toes. Press up kind of to that runner's lunge, and then finally rise all the way up for a crescent lunge. We're going to bring our hands above our head. You can let your gaze fall in front of you or let them follow just above your fingertips towards the ceiling. Inhaling, opening up to warrior 2. Letting your gaze fall over your right fingertips. And exhaling, sitting 1 inch deeper into that bend of your front leg. And then stepping that back leg up forward a little bit more to inhale and lift your right toes up, feeling a nice deep stretch in the back side of your right leg this time. And coming back down for warrior two. And reverse your warrior. Inhale, side angle. We've been here before. Maybe challenging yourself here. Option to use a yoga strap to create a bind, or to grab your hands if bind is within your practice. Breathing. And releasing, inhaling back up to that reverse warrior. Breathing. Straightening your front leg and coming to a triangle posture. Full inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, reverse your warrior one more time. And this time, on your next move, you're gonna kick that left leg up off the ground. Option to come to a water bottle, the floor, or a block, half moon. Breathe. One more full cycle of breath here. Release, forward fold. Great job, guys. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take your flow. Chaturanga, high to low plank. Upward facing dog. And meeting in downward facing dog. Inhale, your left leg high to the sky. Exhale, step it through to meet your hands. Plant your right knee down to your mat. Flip it so the top of your right foot is laying long on your mat. Let's do lizard lunge. Let that left knee fall to the left side of your mat. As far, as deep as feels comfortable to your body today. Inhale, straighten your alignment back up, curl your right toes, press up into a runner's lunge, and rise up all the way to a crescent lunge, bringing your hands to a prayer heart center, and breathe here. Exhaling, sitting 1 inch deeper into your lunge. Inhale, coming to plant that right heel down to the mat and pulling those left toes up for a nice deep stretch in the back of that left thigh. And exhale, come back to warrior two. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. And I encourage you to challenge yourself for a bind, bringing your left arm under your left thigh, connecting either with your right hand or your right fingertips, or a strap, pulling both ends of the strap tight. And breathe. Release your strap, your grip. Inhale, pressing back up. Reverse your warrior. And triangle posture, just rotate yourself forward, bringing your gaze over your right fingertips. Breathing here. Reverse your warrior. Great job, guys. We're over halfway with today's class. Breathe in your reverse warrior. And get ready. Press up off that right heel and come into half moon. Options to meet your hand to the mat, a block, a water bottle. Breathe. Release, forward fold. Ragdoll. Let your hands meet opposing elbows. Just find a little bit of movement here, shaking right to left. Release, forward fold. Inhale, rise to standing mountain posture. And we're gonna do a single leg extension here. Options to use a strap. Options to make contact with your hands to your feet if that's in your practice. Do what feels comfortable for your body today. Ground down in that left foot. We're gonna pick up our right foot. Options to stay here. Open your right leg out to the side. Options to grab your big toe with your peace fingers and kick out to the right side. Or grab your foot with a strap and kick out to the right side, looking over your left fingertips, taking whatever variation feels good in your body today and going there. And if you are wiggling, that is okay. Yoga is a practice. And we find stability, flexibility, strength the more that we practice. Breathing. Gently coming through center, kicking your right foot towards the back wall behind you for airplane posture, bringing your hands towards your sides. And breathing here, lifting your shoulders and your neck for a small back bend. And exhale, release, come back to that standing posture. Well done. Take a little wiggle it out and get grounded into your right foot. Same options here to make contact with your knee, your foot, or use a strap. Whatever feels good for your body today, go there. Lift your left leg, open it up to the left side, bring your gaze over your your right fingertips, and breathe. Gently coming back through center, kicking that left foot back for airplane posture on the right side. Bringing your gaze to a non-moving point in the room will help you stabilize and engage a little bit better in balancing. Breathe here. And release to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take your flow, a chaturanga, or meeting in downward facing dog. Either way, we will all meet in downward facing dog before moving into the next set of postures. Take a restful breath here. Inhaling fully. Exhaling all of your stale air. Then coming to a tabletop and through an easy seated position. And in our easy seated posture today, we're gonna take a small spinal twist here, planting your left hand behind your left hips and bringing your right hand onto the outside of your left calf, allowing your gaze to fall over your left shoulder, and breathe here. Let's take 2 more full cycles of breath, feeling that deep spinal stretch. Last breath. And slowly come back through center. Take a breath here in center. And set up for that spinal twist on the other side, planting your right hand behind you, bringing your left hand to the outside of your right thigh, and twisting so your gaze falls over your right shoulder. Breathing here. One more full breath. And gently come back up out of that. And let's take 1 full cycle of breath here in center, maybe gently closing your eyes. And rolling back on your knees into tabletop, curling your toes, pressing up into downward facing dog. Breathing. Inhale your right leg high to the sky. Exhale, step it through to meet your hands. Rise on your inhale. Woo! And if you're wobbly, that's okay. Here we are, building stability, baby. Find prayer hand posture. Inhale, elongate your spine. And exhale, we're gonna revolve our crescent lunge, hooking our left elbow to the outside of our right thigh. Inhale, rising up for crescent lunge. Exhaling for extended side angle. And then we're gonna inhale to Kung Fu posture. So we're gonna plant and ground down into our right leg, bringing our left foot behind us. Bringing our hands out to the side, having a slight bend in both legs, breathing here. Inhale 1 full breath. Exhale, slowly release and come all the way down to the mat. When you're planted, we're gonna extend our right leg. Option to interlace your peace fingers on your big toe, or use a strap to grab that right leg. And we're gonna twist out to the side, bringing our left hand out to the left side and bringing our gaze over our left fingertips for another deep stretch in our right leg. And come back through center. We're gonna take a posture here, letting our left leg bend, the foot coming out to our left hip, and letting our right leg align, our foot on top of our left thigh, and bringing our body for another gentle spinal twist. Twisting and looking to the right side of our mat, and breathing here. Inhaling, coming back through center. Exhaling, we're gonna set up for half pigeon on the right side, bringing your right leg parallel to the top of your mat, letting your left leg lay out long. This is an excellent place for a block. If you feel really tight in your hips, place it under the right hip for a little assistance, a little support. Option to stay here, just like this, supported on your hands. Option to fold all the way forward, bringing your head to a block or the mat or to your arms. Whatever feels good in your body today. We're gonna be here for several breaths, feeling this deep hip opening stretch. Breathing. And if you notice your mind begins to wander, gently redirect it back towards your breath, counting the lengths of your inhales and your exhales. Take 2 more full cycles of breath here. And gently press your way back up and out of that half pigeon, curling your left toes, planting it down, pressing back up into a downward facing dog, and just kicking that right leg all the way up. And we're gonna reverse that hip opener into Wild Thing. Plant your right foot down on the floor, reaching your fingertips towards the wall in front of you, pressing into the balls of both of your feet, pushing your hips 1 inch higher towards the ceiling. And release. Roll back over, come through center, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg high to the sky. Exhale, step it through to meet your hands. Inhale, rise for crescent lunge, bringing your hands to a prayer posture. And on your next exhale, we're gonna revolve crescent lunge over, bringing our right elbow to the outside of our left thigh, pressing into our hands, creating a deep twist. Breathing here. Inhale, rise back up, come through center, that crescent lunge. Exhale, open to side angle. Breathing. Inhale, we're gonna step, finding power and strength in our left leg, stepping our right leg up and behind our left leg for Kung Fu pose on the left side. Breathing here, feeling a deep stretch, deep strength in that left leg. One more full inhale. And exhale, release, coming all the way to a seated position. And we've got our left leg extension here. Again, option to use your peace fingers, interlace on that big toe, or kick into a strap, bringing your gaze over your right fingertips. And inhale, come through center. Aligning our legs so that both feet are facing the right side of our mat, the right side of the room. And this time a gentle spinal twist to the left, planting our left hand to the mat, planting our right hand on the outside of our left thigh, and gazing over our left shoulder. Breathing here. We just have a few minutes left, starting to warm down, cool down. And inhale, coming back through center. And we're gonna leave our left leg exactly like it is, plant our hands, and push our right leg long for half pigeon on the left side. Same options here for using a block under your left hip, under your forehead, whatever feels good for your body today. Go there. Take several more breaths here. One more full breath. Slowly and gently press your way back up out of that half pigeon. Plant your right toes, plant both hands, and press yourself up into a three-legged dog. Shake it out for a moment, and then take a flip dog or wild thing. Pressing your hips up towards the ceiling, pulling your left fingertips towards the wall in front of you, and breathing. And release, coming back through center. Lowering all the way down to your belly. And just taking a moment here to lift your feet up, windshield wiper your legs from left to right. And we're gonna extend our left arm out to a T and press into the mat with our right hand, flipping our body over to the left side, grounding down in that left arm and right foot. Be here for a few breaths. Release, come back through center, windshield wiper those legs one more time. And bring your right arm out to a T, plant down your left palm into your mat and press into that left hand, pushing your body over to the right side, planting your left foot on the outside of your right leg. And breathe here. Two more full breaths. Come back through center. And we're just gonna take a reversed corpse pose today for our last few breaths of class, letting our palms face down towards our mat, the earth, the floor beneath us. And just breathing into the last few moments of today's flow, melting into being fully supported by the ground beneath you. Gently bring awareness back into your body, wiggling your toes and your fingers, rolling your wrists, your shoulders, your ankles. And when you feel ready, gently press yourself back up into a seated posture, a seated position. Inhale your hands up to your third eye center, your forehead. As always, the light in me honors and adores the light in you. Together we can bow and say namaste. Thank you so much for joining Power Flow this week. Please give me any feedback, things that you want to see in class, things that maybe didn't land for you. I also teach a meditation if that's of interest to you. Please join. If not, I'll see you next week for Power Flow. Thanks so much. Take care.
Sarah, and this is cardio dance. Are you guys ready to work out? Let's do it.
I woke up feeling like this gon' be my day. I got that poppin' fire every step I take. Living that wild life.
Through the bag. Go. That's where we want to go.
Last 10 seconds. I'm right here with you. Let's do it. Welcome to the Y. My name is Erin. I'm Jennifer. My name is Linda.
My name is Tommy, and today we're going to do a quick step routine.
We feeling like we can conquer the world today?
I wish you all could smell it. It smells so good.
Time. We get stronger in my world.